Okay, so first thing, you're gonna spend the next 9 months with me. We're gonna get to know each other really well, but I want to kind of get that started, all right? Had you fill out the About Me sheet, kind of helped you get to know some of your table mates a little bit better, okay? But I didn't really get to talk to you about any of it. So this is me, this is my family. So this is my husband, Mr. Holman. He teaches math and coaches soccer over at the Monarch High School, okay? Maybe you will have him when you take geometry in 2 years. It's a possibility. Okay, this is Case, he's in 4th grade. And this is Riker, he's in 2nd grade. They both go to Hickory Hill. My boys play competitive soccer, basketball, and we golf. Okay, they're gonna try flag football because they've been begging me, but I won't let them play tackle football until they're in middle school. As a family, we like to golf together. My boys play sports, and so we do a lot of sports playing, sports watching. I'm a big K-State Wildcat fan. I was born in Kansas, so that's kind of where that comes from. Okay, I like the Chiefs. I like the Royals. If any of you are sports fans, okay. I also play the piano. I think you learned that on Friday. I play the piano. I teach my children piano lessons. My niece, who's in 7th grade, I teach her piano lessons. I've been teaching for 14 years. So this is my 15th year teaching. I have been teaching calculus for the previous 10 years. I do have a master's in math. I have a master's in administration. So I have a lot of different skills tucked under my belt. But I'm really excited to be heading to the middle school this year, teaching 8th grade. I'm pretty stoked about it. So we're gonna have a lot of fun in here, okay? And I wanna go through my expectations in terms of what the classroom's gonna look like, okay? But if you can't tell from the 2 times that we've met, I have a lot of energy, which means I'm gonna bring a lot of energy in here and we're gonna have a lot of energy together, okay? If you don't like math, you're at least going to be entertained in here, okay? So here is my philosophy. Everyone can be good at math, okay? It's gonna look different for everybody. The amount of effort that you have to give, internet is unstable. What's new, right? The amount of the effort that you have to give may be different from your neighbors, okay? The way that you practice may be different than the person sitting next to you, but we all can do it, okay? And guess what? We're gonna make mistakes. So we're gonna talk about like the things that we need to bring to class. I'm never gonna ask you to bring a pen to class. I want you to bring a pencil because we're gonna make mistakes and we're gonna need that eraser, okay? I want mistakes to happen because that's how we learn, all right? We are going to, and I'll talk about this in a little bit, we're going to like look at our mistakes and figure out what we did wrong and fix it. And then we're gonna understand it better, okay? So if I call on you in class and you say something wrong, am I gonna be mad? No, I'm actually probably gonna be excited because we can talk about that misconception and there's somebody else in the room who had that same misconception, okay? Don't ever be afraid to give an answer. Don't ever be afraid to be wrong because it's okay to be wrong. It's okay to make mistakes. That's how we learn. That's how we grow. Okay. We're about learning, not performing. We don't need to be focused on our grade. We need to be focused on our progress. Okay. I want you to understand. I don't need you to be fast. Okay. We need to understand it. You don't need to be the first one done, okay? Questions and discussion, deepen your understanding, okay? There's a lot of times where I might say, Corinne, what's this answer? And then Brady, why is that the answer? Where we're gonna have to talk about how somebody else came up with that answer, okay? Just an example, okay? And we're a team, okay? We're gonna work together. Okay. I am going to ask you to do a lot of group work, whether it be with partners or with 3 people or with 4 people or with 5 people, who knows, okay? But we're gonna work together a lot, okay? So let's come up here to this board over here. These are what I expect from you on a daily basis. You're responsible, you're ready for class. Your butt's in that chair when the tardy bell rings. You have your homework out. You have your notebook out. We'll talk about those after a while. You have your pencil out, okay? We respect each other. We're gonna get things wrong. Nobody's gonna laugh when somebody makes a mistake because that's how we're learning, all right? We try our best. We're not gonna give up, okay? We learn from our mistakes. I'm gonna talk about that quite a bit. We've talked about it already. We celebrate each other's success. We get excited when people do things correctly, or if they do something really awesome outside of school, like they won a really big basketball game, or they were the #1 quiz bowl person. Good morning, Cordell. And we're a team. We're gonna work together a lot. All right. So later on, either today or tomorrow, we're gonna talk about what our expectations are for working together. What do you expect from your classmates if you're working together? Okay. All right. Grading. How is your grade? 30% formative, 70% summative. Okay. I am going to ask you to do homework on a daily basis, but I'm not going to collect it every day. Now I will check to see that you did your homework every day. So every day you're going to have a warm up of some kind. Your homework's going to be out and I'm going to come around individually and see if you did your homework, and I'm going to document it. So I can tell your parents if you're doing your homework or not. Now, about 2 or 3 times a chapter, I'm going to ask you to turn something in. And that's this 30% right here. You turn something in and I grade it right, wrong. Okay. Now, if you don't turn it in on that day, it's going to be considered late. Okay. There's a form that you're going to need to fill out, both for me, like you're going to staple it to it, and you're going to fill out something online. And it's not going to be worth the full credit. It's only going to be up to 70% credit. So I need you to turn things in on time right here in this bin, this drawer. Okay. Now the good news, and we'll talk about this in a little bit, if you really just bomb this homework assignment, like you did it, you thought you did it well, but you get it back and the grade's not very good, what am I going to let you do? I'm going to let you fix your mistakes, and we'll talk about that pretty soon. Okay. 70% summative, that's quizzes and tests. You're going to have 1 or 2 quizzes in a unit, and then we're going to have a test. Okay. Both of which we have some policies in place to help you fix your mistakes. All right, so let's talk about these mistakes, okay? And here is where, if you need to highlight something, okay, maybe you want to highlight that, hey, homework turned in late, you get docked points. If you need to know that, there it is, okay? I will accept late homework 2 weeks. That's going to be our team policy, okay? All right, so homework mistakes. If you do not get a 100% on your homework assignment, you can redo problems on a separate sheet of paper. And I have these cute little pink slips here that say, hey, I redid this, and you turn it back in. Okay. And then I'll regrade it. How many times am I going to let you do this? What do you think? Just 1 time. Okay. And I'll give you a date, like, hey, it needs to be turned in by this day, and I'll write it on the board to help you remember. Okay. Now, if you don't take advantage of that opportunity, you're throwing away free points, okay? If you miss points on a homework assignment, you can get all of them back if you redo them correctly, okay? Now, on a quiz or a test, I'm only gonna let you get half points back, and I'm gonna make you do a little bit more work for it, okay? If we take a quiz and you don't like your score, you can fill out this yellow sheet. And what you're going to do is you're going to redo the problem, and you're going to tell me what you did wrong. I added the 2 numbers instead of subtracted, or I said 14 divided by 2 is 6, and it's really 7. Whatever it may be. I'll help you with this when the time comes, okay? Test correction, same thing. I have a different form so that I can keep this all organized, okay? Soft skills, like we talked about in advisory, okay? And we'll talk about those things as they come, all right? But you're not gonna get all the points back for it, okay? Quizzes you can take home to fix your mistakes. Tests have to stay here. We'll talk about those when the time comes, okay? This is fun. What if I miss class? You're responsible, okay? And this is where it really starts, because when you go to 9th grade, they're not going to hold your hand, okay? They're going to expect you to figure out what you missed and make it up, okay? I'm going to try my best to have things easy to find for you, okay? I love Google Classroom. I love it. I also love technology. I don't know if you noticed right now, but I'm like on a Zoom. I'm recording this. Everything that you see right here and I say, it's being recorded. I'm going to do that every day unless we have like a quiz or a test or something like that. So if you miss class, by the afternoon, there's going to be a video of what we went over in class. There is going to be the notes. There is going to be whatever homework assignment there is. So if you miss class, you can get everything on Google Classroom. If you don't miss class, you can still go to Google Classroom because I'll probably have some sort of answer key for you. So every day, and we're going to look at Google Classroom tomorrow. Every day, I'm going to put stuff on Google Classroom. Okay. If you need a physical copy, this orange drawer is yours. 5th extra. That's going to be yours. Okay. Now, if you're gone and it's a quiz or a test, then we have to find time to take it. If you have flex, that's perfect. We can use flex time. If you don't have flex, then we're gonna have to look at like before or after school. So make sure you communicate with me. Okay, I want everybody to highlight folder. And next to it, write 3 proms. Okay, so I really would like you to get a folder that has 3 prompts. What does that mean? It looks like this, where it has these prompts where you can put paper in here and we can like connect them and it's like a book, okay? Every time we have a new unit, I'm gonna give you a packet for our notes and homework. And we're gonna stick that in this folder and it's gonna just like stay together. And like, this is the folder you're gonna bring to class for notes, okay? If you can get one, I'd like you to get one by Friday, because that's when we'll start our notes, okay? If you don't think that you can get one, talk to me and I have some extra, okay? I have this up here. So if you can't get one, let me know and I have one for you. If you're able to go to the store and get one for yourself, go for it. If you've already done your school shopping and it's done, over with, okay, let me know. I can help you, okay? I would like it if you had a spiral notebook, okay? Because I might ask you to do a homework assignment on a piece of paper. I might say, hey, we have this warm-up problem. You need somewhere to do it, okay? Or I might have you like write out a sentence. There's some things I'm gonna have you do in class. So I need you to have a notebook also, okay? Bring your computer because we're gonna do some things on your computer in here. Pencil with eraser, we're gonna make mistakes, okay? School planner, completed homework. Okay, I'm gonna say this again. Not all homework assignments will be turned in for a grade, but all homework assignments are important for learning. Who does a sport? Okay, what sport do you do? Football. Okay, what position do you play? Okay, so you're on the line, right? If you never went to practice and you just showed up for a game, Would you know what to do? No. You never practice a free throw. What are the chances you're going to make him in the game? Okay. If I never practiced the piano and I got up for church and I'm supposed to play a song for the whole church to sing, that's not going to go well. Okay. Same thing with math. Your homework might not be for a daily grade, but it's the most important thing you do in this class, because our daily practice is how we get better. Okay. If I give you some sort of worksheet, I'll post the answer key so you can check your answers. Okay. Would you like that? Would you like to be able to check your answers? Okay. The next day, we'll always talk about your homework assignment. Okay. Okay. Is this class like really long compared to the others? Oh, no. We're here till 11:30. Okay, we're good. I was looking at the 7th grade side. Bella and this Bella schedule is different, right? Their passing periods are different. Okay, here we go. Team R&R. And we talked about a lot of these things. Okay, so I'm not gonna like hammer them home, but come to class prepared and clean up for after yourself. My biggest thing right now with clean up after yourself, I have these nice caddies on your tables to alleviate like having to pass things out. Okay, I have highlighters, I have glue sticks, I have scissors, I have erasers, I have expo markers for when we do whiteboard stuff. Okay, today I asked you to grab a highlighter if you needed it. Nothing else should have been taken out of there. Don't play with the scissors unless I say, please cut this out. Okay, don't play with the glue stick unless I ask you to use it. Everything stays in there unless I ask you to grab something. If you need a pencil, I have pencils up here. Okay. When the bell rings, and maybe highlight this for me. When the bell rings, you have your notebook and your homework out all ready for me. Because the very first thing we're going to do is you're going to have a warm up, and I'm going to come make sure you did your homework. Okay. Now, you see at the bottom, oh, just kidding. You're going to have a question sometime between now and May 25th. I don't understand this problem. I don't know how this works. Okay. Math is kind of a crazy subject, and sometimes it clicks, sometimes it doesn't. Guess what? I am here for you. Okay. I want you to ask me questions. I get here really early in the morning. So on one of my non-duty mornings, you can come in and we can go over some things. I'll stay after school. I'm going to coach girls basketball, but that's not even until second semester, so we won't even worry about that yet. Okay. If you have flex, man, you have me every day. For those 45 minutes, you can ask me a question. Okay. So please communicate with me if you need some help. Okay. All right. I would like you to grab your computers, please. Okay. Great idea. You can put your highlighters back in my caddy. Now, I'm thinking that the internet was kind of funky. So I need you to go to your My Apps page. I want to show you how to get on to Map Accelerator. Oh, good. Yours is working. Okay. Yeah, Map Accelerator. So here, there's this cool little button right here, Clever. Please press it. Clever. in there? Okay. So once you are in Clever, I want you to scroll down until you see this cute little map accelerator Khan Academy. And I want you to press it. Does this look familiar? Yes. Okay. So I know this is something that if you were here last year, you kind of started in the middle of the year. We are going to do it right away. All right. So like tomorrow, your homework is to get onto Map Accelerator and do problems for 10 minutes. So when I ask you to do 10 minutes of Map Accelerator, then you can go down and pick one of those categories. Operating and algebra thinking, numbers and operations, measurement. Do you see those geometry? There's like 4 categories. When I ask you to do problems, just pick one of those categories and do problems for 10 minutes. Okay, so that's going to be your homework tomorrow. Okay. That is how we do it. All right, so close your computers, put it back in your backpack. You guys are doing such a great job. I am so proud of you for your listening skills, your efficiency. We're getting this done. Look at us go. All right, do you see on your yellow syllabus how there's a spot for a signature from you and a signature from your parent or guardian? Guess what I'm going to ask you to do? I want you to take this home. I want you to sign it. I want you to talk to your parents about what you need to bring to class. I want you to talk to them about my expectations for you. And then I want you to bring it back by Friday. Okay. And what you can do is you can place it where? In that turn in drawer for your hour. Okay, cool. Okay, remember how I said that we're going to do a lot of group work in here? I'll partner you up, or I'll put you in a group of 3, or I'll have you work in this group at your table. I am going to give you a sticky note. Okay, right now you are going to decide who out of the people sitting at your table is going to be the keeper of the sticky note. They get to take notes on it. They get to write on it. So you have 10 seconds to decide who the keeper of the sticky note is.
How many notes are to take?
Just on the sticky note. Like a few statements. All right, so who's my keeper? She is. What's her name? What's her name? What's her name? What's her name? You said it. Okay. Who's my keeper? Her. What's her name? Oh, we didn't decide. Okay. What's her name? Who's the keeper of the sticky note? Very good. Who's the keeper of the sticky note? What's her name? Nobody knows her name?
Harper Bennett.
Her last name is Molly. Her first name is Harper. Harper. Say hi, Harper. Who's your keeper?
Bennett.
Okay, so I want you to think about how do you want your partner when you're working together? Do you want them to be crazy and not let anybody else talk? Do you want one person to do everything and everyone else do nothing? Okay. How do you want it to look when you work in a partner or a group? Write down what you want to happen. Stupid is not allowed. The word stupid is not allowed in my classroom. No use that. I do appreciate the context in which you used it. It was, but I don't like that word.
So you're number one. You love questions. How do I confuse you? You're number one. You have 1 star. You have a lot of questions. I can teach you. Yeah, that was really
I'm gonna give you 2 minutes. You need at least 4 things written down. At least 4 things written down.
Oh, 4. Oh, I want to spell that.
You got your 4?
That's everyone. Stay on task.
We already tired?
Yeah. I am so for this.
Are you already tired? No? Okay. Help your group. Help your group. Do we have our 4?
Good job.
Yeah? Okay. Nice and simple too.
So that I can't even say that.
Yes.
See, I help.
Well, actually, I can go get it.
No.
No.
Wow. Thank you.
That's what we. No.
You have your 4? Okay. We have our 4.
To each other.
Okay. Here's what you came up with. 5th hour, Math 8, Mrs. Holman's class. I want everybody to participate and get work done. People also need to listen to instructions and ask questions. Everyone takes a part. Stay safe. Take turns speaking. Be respectful. Work together. Stay focused. Get along. Be responsible. Get along. Cooperate. Chip in. Teamwork. Work together. Everyone helps. Stay on track. Be kind. Okay. I'm going to keep these and I'm going to make like a 5th hour. These are our expectations. And when we work in partners, when we work in groups, this is what we're expecting from each other. You came up with the rules, not me. Okay. I want you to look at the board over there. Do you see Math 8? Very left. This board over here. There we go. Okay. So, oh, I didn't get Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday written down. Sorry about that. But that's what those are. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So tomorrow, we're going to do kind of like a practice test environment. I'm going to look at your answers, but it's more just to see what do we remember from last year? What do we need to focus on a little bit more than others? Okay. And then Thursday is when we really get into doing some things in class. Okay.
Chills.
Chills because you're so excited?
No.
Oh. No. Fine.
No.
But as early as Thursday, you're going to be doing group work. So I wanted to make sure we had that established. Okay. You have a yellow syllabus. You are going to take it home and do what? Brenton? Get your parent's signature and your signature. You are going to bring your syllabus back and a 3-pronged folder by what day? Friday. And a spiral notebook. Thank you. Where would I be without Corin? I don't know. God. Okay. So remember, we stay at our chairs until the bell rings.
You stay behind.
Yes, as long as I'm done doing my thing, which I feel like I am. So I think we're good.
I speak Spanish. I'm gonna go to the wrong one.